Deep in the heart of the jungle lived a wise monkey named Moko. He was a strong leader, always looking out for his tribe. The jungle was their home. It was filled with tall trees, juicy fruits, and playful streams. The monkeys loved to swing from vines and splash in the cool water, but one year the rain stopped, the sun blazed fiercely, drying up the rivers and streams. The once lush jungle began to wither and the animals grew hungry. The monkeys were worried. Their playful chatter faded, replaced by anxious murmurs. They searched for food everywhere, but the drought had left the jungle bare. Moko, seeing his tribe suffer, knew he had to act. He climbed to the highest point in the jungle, a towering tree that scraped the sky. From there, he raised his arms and called out to the heavens. "Oh, mighty gods!" he cried. "Our home is dying and our hearts are heavy. Please send us rain and save our jungle." The jungle was silent, a stillness that seemed to stretch endlessly, wrapping the dense foliage in a blanket of tranquility. As Moko's plea echoed through the trees, a desperate cry for help that reverberated in the quiet air. Then the sky darkened, clouds gathering ominously, and a booming voice answered, shaking the very ground beneath Moko's feet. It was the sun god, his face a radiant sun in the sky, glowing with an otherworldly light that pierced through the gloom. "Moko!" the sun god boomed. "Your plight has reached my ears." The words resonated with power and compassion. "I see your suffering and offer my help." Moko's heart swelled with hope, his eyes reflecting the divine light. A single ray of sunlight shot down from the heavens, striking a patch of dry earth, illuminating it with a golden glow. There a plant sprouted, its leaves a brilliant green against the parched earth, a symbol of life and renewal. It grew rapidly, bearing bunches of strange golden fruit, shimmering like treasures in the sunlight, promising sustenance and hope for the future. Section 4. The golden fruit and its price. Moko cautiously approached the plant, its fruit unlike anything he had ever seen. The plant stood out in the dense jungle, its golden hue shimmering under the filtered sunlight. Moko's curiosity was piqued, and he couldn't resist getting closer. He carefully plucked one and peeled back its skin, revealing a soft, creamy flesh. The aroma was intoxicating, filling the air with a sweet fragrance that made Moko's mouth water. He had never encountered such a fruit before. He took a bite, and his eyes widened. The fruit was delicious. It was unlike any other fruit he had tasted in the jungle. The flavor was rich and sweet, with a hint of something exotic that he couldn't quite place. It was sweet and satisfying, unlike anything he had ever tasted. Each bite seemed to fill him with energy and joy. Moko felt a sense of euphoria as he savored the golden fruit, realizing it was something truly special. He shared it with his tribe, and soon the monkeys were feasting on the golden fruit. The entire tribe gathered around, each monkey eager to taste the extraordinary fruit. Laughter and chatter filled the air as they enjoyed the feast. But the sun god's gift came with a warning. As the monkeys reveled in their newfound delight, a voice echoed through the jungle, commanding their attention. "This fruit," he boomed, "will sustain you, but it will also bind you." The sun god's voice was powerful and resonant, carrying a sense of both generosity and caution. The monkeys listened intently, understanding the gravity of his words. "You must learn to share it and never let greed consume you." The sun! God's message was clear. The golden fruit was a blessing, but it required wisdom and unity to truly benefit from it. The monkeys nodded in agreement, vowing to honor the sun god's gift and share it with one another. Section 5. A legacy of bananas. The monkeys, grateful for their survival, heeded the sun god's words. They knew that their existence was a gift, and they wanted to honor it. They shared the golden fruit, which they called bananas, ensuring everyone had their fill. This act of sharing became a daily ritual, a way to bond and strengthen their community. The bananas thrived in the jungle, even when the drought finally ended. The trees grew tall and strong, their branches heavy with the golden fruit, a testament to the resilience of nature. They became a staple food for the monkeys, a constant reminder of the sun god's generosity and their own resilience. The monkeys would often gather around the banana trees, sharing stories of their ancestors and the trials they had overcome. And so the monkeys learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes, even in the face of hardship, joy can be found. They discovered that happiness was not just in abundance, but in the act of sharing and caring for one another. But it must be shared, cherished, and never taken for granted. The monkeys understood that their strength lay in their unity, and the bananas were a symbol of that unity. The bananas became a symbol of this, a legacy passed down through generations of monkeys. Each generation taught the next the importance of sharing, gratitude, and resilience, ensuring that the legacy of the bananas would never be forgotten.